Okay, so I'm going to be doing my holiday makeup tutorial and basically just my everyday makeup tutorial for around the holidays. I already moisturized my skin, so I'm going to start with my Dalton concealer in medium. Just take a little bit of that on my finger and then just start covering up this redness that I have. It's pretty light, so I like to use it as a foundation sometimes, which I'm going to do today. Start working this into my skin. You can use a brush for this if you want. Just apply any foundation or concealer that you have. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Molly concealer. Back looks like this. I know it's backwards. And it has a concealer and then a highlight. I don't like to use this highlighter because it's literally white. So I just like to get a little bit of the concealer on my finger, put that underneath my eye. And then I'll go back in with the Dalton since it's closer to my skin tone and work that in there. And also on my eyelid a little bit. Which brings us to, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Prime Time eyelid primer. And this is my favorite. Your eye makeup will not budge at all. Just gonna squeeze a little bit out. And then just work this onto my eyelid. So a little bit beneath. You really need just a little bit of this. A little bit beneath. And then the excess I just like to pat on. I highly recommend this if you don't have an eyelid primer because your eyeshadow will not stick at all. So while that sets, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm going to take this angled brush from Eco Tools and the MAC eyeshadow in Espresso, and it is completely matte. Just take a little bit of that. I'm going to grab my mirror here so I can see what I'm doing better. I just start from the inside and blend out. Okay, so you can already see this one's a little bit more defined than this one. I'm just going to do the other side. Okay, now I'm just going to take this by Eco Tools and just blend that out on both sides. And then I'm going to take my Lancome brow gel and we're just going to set that. That'll also darken it just a little bit more. Make sure that stays in place all day. Alright, now I'm going to move on to bronzer. Dr. Hauschka bronzing powder, and then a Bare Essentials brush. It doesn't have a number or anything on it. And I'm going to take a little bit of the product, pack it right in the hollows of my cheeks, blend that out. Also on my temples, around my forehead, and then a little bit under my jawline as well. And then I'll do a little bit on each side of my nose and blend it down my neck. And then, okay, so starting on the eyeshadow. I have this huge eyeshadow palette that my mom got me a couple years ago at just Boscov's or something, and it doesn't have a brand name on it, so I can't tell you, excuse me, what the brand name is for that. But I just wet my eyeshadow brush a little bit, and I'm going to take a light tan color, so you can use any light tan color that you have, and I'm just going to put this shade all over my eyelid. This will act as a base for the rest of the shadows. Just pack that on. Okay, now I'm going to take a light brown, sort of bronzy color, and put that on the outer half of my lid. That'll warm it up a little bit. Just pack that on the outer part. Then do the other eye same way. Just pack that on the outer part of your eye. Okay, so that's basically the base. We have the darker color and then the lighter color. And then I'm going to take a silvery, sparkly color, tap off the excess, and I'm going to just put that right on the inside. And that'll brighten up a little bit and add the sparkle. Now I'm going to take a lighter silvery sparkly eyeshadow and put that right in the tear duct area, and also a little bit as a highlight. And that's basically it for the eyes. All I'm going to do is take my Smashbox brush. It's my tapered blending brush, and that's number 30. And then I'm going to just blend everything together. Blend out that edge in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to take the same angled brush I did for my brows, and I'm just going to dip it into the black eyeshadow. And I'm just going to draw a really thin line on the top of my lash line. Very thin, very close to the lash line, just to define it a little bit. Going all the way in, and then just winging it out just a little bit at the very edge. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Very thin line, very close to the lash line. And just winging that out a little bit at the outside. And that is basically it for the eyes. I'm just going to finish by curling my eyelashes, and this is a Revlon eyelash curler that I use every day. Just get really close to the roots, pump it a couple times, and then I'm going to use my Maybelline 1x1 Volume Express waterproof mascara that I use every day. Just gonna take that through my lashes. Okay, at this point I'm done. You can also add a blush or a lip color. I just like to leave my lips natural and use my Josie Maran Argan Lip Treatment, and it's just a light pink color. and then I'm done. I also have this Josie Maran Argan Illuminator, which if I were to use this, I would put this on the top of my cheekbones and add it as a highlight down my nose and then also on my Cupid's bow. But I'm not going to do that today because I have to go to work and I don't want to be looking too crazy. But that is my finished makeup tutorial. So if you have any other requests, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you next time. Bye.